Hi, I'm David Wegener, and happy Christmas to all my subscribers or whoever's watching this. If there's anyone out there watching this, is there anybody out there? Now this is a special, I think it's special, because I'm going to show you 14 games, okay? But it's going to be quick. I've got my watch there to keep an eye on me while I'm doing. So I'm going to make it about 20 minutes long, the whole session. So these are just brevity disasters, of 1974, taken from the Batsford Chess Yearbook, edited by Kevin J. O'Connell. Okay, so this is the group of games that they say deserve the Wooden Spoon Award back then, 1974, and there are players such as Timon and who else? Some of the players, Cafferty, Brown, and Cooper, and just to name a few, Hope and Pickering. So here we go, Garcia. So here we go. Here is game one, and so please bear with me. So happy Christmas to one and all, and happy 2020 to you as well. So here we go. Is this my favorite one? It's all right. It's not my favorite one. Knight G5, and now just a simple tactic of Knight F7, because if the king captures here, we'll just look real quickly, then white has this move here, which is quite good, and there's no bishop b4 check after queen d8 takes the queen. So if king tries to protect the queen, then we just have bishop g5, and that is checkmate. Okay, so we will just go over the main line. After knight f7, we will go queen f6, was what occurred, and now we have knight takes rook. So this is quite healthy already. G6, trapping the knight on h8, queen g4, queen h8, and queen e6, bishop e7, and bishop g5, and black resigned. Now why would black resign? Well, probably because if queen f8, then bishop e7, queen e7, queen here, and not king here because castling long, probably with I might be missing something too, but I thought that if queen here, then just queen takes, and this is pretty poor for black. So the next, I'm the cat in the hat, by the way, and next game is game two of that year, 1974 disastry. So here we go. I turn off the engine first, and then we go forward and upwards. So happy Christmas to you. Happy Christmas. I say happy Christmas because that's what I think it is. It's happy Christmas. For me, my mother would say every day is Christmas for her. D4. Now this is setting white up a wee bit. Bishop f4. Now comes queen e7. Now white drops the ball or something like that. Plays knight db5. What did black play after knight db5? Very nice smothered checkmate. That's a clue. So it's not technical today. It's just for, basically fun. Chess is fun. So white played knight d. This knight d b5. Okay. So here we have the move. We'll even get the computer to play. Okay, ready, set, go. Here it comes. Checkmate. Okay, and that's what happened in that game. Top game. Okay, next one is to the database we go, number 3. And here comes, we'll turn this engine off. Wish I could just have a default for that, because I don't want the engine on unless I ask for it. So we have the King's Gambit. Now this is a very quick one. D5, and now white makes the proverbial big blunder mistake of FE5. This is even known by me. Queen H4 check, King E2 no, Queen is attacked now with G3. So we have Queen E4 check, and we can try to win the Rook on H1, King F2, and Bishop C5, and white resigned. So it's pretty poor for white really now. White's just going to get checkmated or lose lots and lots of material, like i.e. the queen with this move here, D4, and then Bishop D4 and Queen D4, Queen D4, King here, or something like that, or Bishop here, etc. So it's no good for white. White's damaged completely. So the next game we have is game 4. And I'll switch off the engine. Have to mandatorily do. The Cat in the Hat strikes back. Queen D5, and now black resigned. But book gives knight H6, so black resigned 1-0. Knight H6, Bishop H6, threatening Queen F7 checkmate. So castles. Now white has to watch their B pawn, maybe Bishop C1, I think, but white plays Knight C3, GH, and this is upper hand for white, as the book gives. Trying to find my mirror. Okay, next game is game number 5. Turn off number 5 alive. Number 5 alive. Now we have E4, C5. So we've got a Sicilian here so far. This is a nice one. Okay, so you've got to be quick to keep up with this. E5, and now the knight goes to the bad square, knight G4. It's probably lost already. Now we have Bishop B5, so that if Bishop D7, then white just takes the knight on G4 with their queen and win a piece for more or less nothing. Best move here is knight C6, but black played King F8. So knight C6 is the best move for black here. What did white play here now, and made black resign on the spot, because it's pretty devastating. So what did white play now? White played the beautiful knight fork check, the royal knight fork check, the royal knight fork, knight E6 check. And so what's so good about that? Well, we're just threatening queen takes queen. I'll leave you to look at that one if you so wish. Next game is, so this is pretty devastating. Black can play on still. Some of my friends would play this move and then king up and all that sort of stuff, but I don't think it's very good. Next game is, I'll try to keep under my time limit. Why is that up here twice? Okay, I know. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Let's go. E4, E5. This is an opening that I know a little bit about, the Spanish. So here we got C3, knight. This is, I think they say this is a bad move. or coming up as. So bishop d7, what did white play that made black resign here on the spot? Okay, what did white play? Picks up a piece, so it's a double attack of some pieces. It's not rook check or something like that. It's queen c4, and black resigned because they're going to lose a piece. And at international chess master, grandmaster level, a piece is a bit too much to just give up and play on. Okay, so that's that game. The next game is game number 7, and this is the engine off again. I just reposition my painful back, so I haven't got too much time according to this, so I'm just probably going to be 25 minutes. So here we have a Scotch, or so like. Knight goes back to g8, so queen comes to b3, knight a5, bishop f7, king f8, and now guess what happens next? Just the queen drops back to c2, and king f7, queen f5 check, king e8, e6, and knight c6, and you all guessed it, queen f7 checkmate. That is the disasters so far, the Spoon Award disasters. Next game is white is the top scorer for the Olympiad back then in that year of 1974-75 or so. So here we go. I turn the engine off, and here we go. Happy Christmas. So we have a French tarish, and here comes e5, c3, very well known here. Very sensible looking for white and black, but guess what? Now black plays bishop takes b4, a b4, knight b4. Now obviously we're attacking this bishop, so white retreats the bishop to the wrong square, and so we can tell that it could be c2, but it's b1 and rook c1, and white resigned. Next game is game number 9, and that is also from 1974, disasters of 1974, from the not the chess player's bedside book, Dave. Anyway, here we go. Let's go. The Dutch are coming. So this is the Dutch has met with a triple double word score fianchetto of white's bishops on b2 and g2, and this is probably my favorite one. This is very nice, or one of the favorites. d5 looks all good. Queen a5, so it's looking quite good. Knight c3. Now black plays knight d5, okay, and so what does white do? White plays cd5, okay, so black now goes, aha, I can take the knight on c3, so I'm going to go over time, but this is there's not many games to go. There's like 5 after this, or 4 after this. So here's bishop c3, so bishop takes c3, so it looks all good for black until this move, queen d2, and now we have a triple word score, double triple pin on the king on h8. Cannot take the queen, which it wants to, don't you worry. This bishop wants to take the queen, but it cannot. That's the horrible thing. And if bishop b2, then we have got queen takes queen, etc. So white is now met with queen d5, and so black just is met now with queen c3 check. Okay, and now if king g8, then that will not do because of queen g7 checkmate. Okay.
Checkmate.
So black now plays after this. Maybe even rook f6 is better, but black now plays e5. So what did white do here? And this really demoralized black's position. Black now was met with knight e5, and the game is over. The game is over. Why is the game over? Because first of all, the queen is attacked on d5 with this lovely bishop on g2, and thereafter will be checkmate. If the queen takes the knight, then we have a little bit of similarity from previous ideas of pins and forks and all those sorts of things and skewers that are so great in chess. There's queen e5, and what does black get met with? Not queen takes queen, a slight blunder, but queen c2 or queen here or similar, or queen here to now pin the queen to the king and win it next move, or thereafter. So what? Anyway, so that's I think that's my favourite one of these 15. Then we have game 10. Oh, check, queen a5 check, knight c3. This is the one I've sort of had these sorts of games in real play, because now white doesn't have to worry about bishop takes, knight check. Knight d4, bishop d2, queen b6, looks quite good. Knight d4, bishop d4, rook b1, fair enough. d6. Okay, then knight b5, threatening the very important bishop on d4 of blacks. This is a very important piece when black fence shadows it. So black retreats it back to its second home square. Now comes queen a4 with the idea of devastating checks like knight c7 check, knight a8, will be probably enough for a top grandmaster to resign. Black now played bishop d7, and here comes a bishop a5. Now we've got, okay, well there's a defense. We can go queen here. As if bishop b5, okay, we'll just have a look. Then cb5, and now the queen has nowhere to go, has she? So she is lost. So, excuse me, sorry. So what happens after bishop a5 is queen a6, so that the counter blow of knight c7 check, king f8, knight a6, bishop takes queen. So now white plays merely queen a3. Oh, cancel. Did white play queen a3? I thought. Plays knight c7 check first, king f8, because king d8 is no good, because the knight a6 discovered check, taking the queen, and it's check with the bishop. So king f8, and now the queen just drops back to a3, and black resigned. So they take a wee bit longer to go over then, but half an hour will be okay too. So knight f3, c5, b3, almost a repeat of the other ones. Knight e5. Now white's blocking black out from the king side in this game quite a bit. So bishop c6, and this could be even a close Sicilian almost, if you pardon me saying it. f4, castles, a big mistake. It's a mistake. Rook f3, knight d7. Now we just have simple move here. White plays rook h3, threatening the barbaric and the piratey kind of, hey me hearties, piratey move of Queen H5. So G6, and guess what white plays anyway? White plays, yes, you guessed it, Queen H5. Now, I hear you ask, well, that looks like white's really stupid. White's, of course, threatening Queen H7 checkmate, and there's a few things that black has to do all at once, like give their king a square. So if they give their king a square here, then we just go queen takes pawn H7 check, and then queen takes F7 checkmate, or similar, whatever, almost whatever your heart desires, but not really. And also, just this one is met with rook G3 check. There's no other move but king H8. There's nothing else for it. And now we have the double check, which is checkmate, knight F8. So that's quite nice. And there's no other better defense for black than what black played at the end. Here we have another game for those that like to see black winning. Okay, what is it? Okay, I've got to pull my hat down because the sun's in my eyes. Now, white plays very sort of like the moves I'd play against a grandmaster. The grandmaster is from America, who's black, and it's Walter Brown. So I've got my F4 move in against Walter Brown. Castles, chomp, and now white makes a mistake, but it's already a mistake. Castling's a mistake because here we have E, D4 and Queen E3, and white resigned because they are just going to be losing their bishop, which is fair enough for queen to go on that sort of rendezvous in the opening because it's winning a piece. So it's very, very sensible to win a piece in the opening like that, unless you're led into a mating attack. Game 13 is turn the engine off, and then we will go. This is one for those white players out there that like to see a win for white. Rook AC8 and A3. Now white is met with a strange looking move, but it looks quite good because white is overloaded with the rook on C1 being protected by the queen, and also that of the knight on A4. So black now plays a knight D4. And what does white do? Panic! No, white plays E D4, and then after rook C1, bishop C1, and black resigned because the knight is still defended by the queen on D1. So that was a faulty bit of thinking, which anyone can do, even a strong grandmaster. That is black in this case. The next game, and it's the second last game, is similar. Okay, now we have, is this the game that white is Jan Timman from Holland, primarily? Yes, it is. Knight G3 looks quite normal so far. D5. And now white moves and wins on the spot. What does white play? White wins a piece with the following move. So there's a clue. So usually checks are good, so that's a bit of a clue as well. So we have Queen A4 check and black resign. There's nothing that black can do about protecting this bishop and this bishop as well. So if black was even able to play that, then white can take their choice between queen takes knight or queen takes bishop after knight c6. So here black resigned. Fair enough against Yantaman, I think. And the last but not least is the following. Now this is quite a good game. So I'll turn the engine off, and that will be the end of this session and almost the end of 2019. Is it actually 2020 now? And next year is 2021 because we're on the first day of 2020 next year. I don't know. I haven't looked into the research. So here we go. I've got the engine off, and this is the final. And who wins this game? I'll give you a clue. It's on the dark side. It's black. Is this the same as the last game? I don't know what's going on here. Oh, I've got a double up. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Must have saved it twice. Anyway, that is the end of the session. So that's knight f3, mate. Nice one to go out on. So all the best with your chess, no matter where it's at. I hope my entertaining chess can help you with your caliber of game, or to warn you, don't try my chess. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Like Freddie Mercury said, who's going to buy a song called My Safe Love Life or something like that? My Safe Love Song. Who's going to buy that record? They're going to want to buy the record that says My Dangerous Love Life or something like that. Okay. Thank you very much. Happy Christmas and Happy New Year 2020.